Alright, so I've been putting these up a bunch of different places. I'm not really sure why I do it, but they always turn out, this one actually turned out the best that I've done so far. It's very interesting because I just felt like I kind of needed to do it, right? And if you notice, some of the limbs, like this one, right, is actually coming from this tree over here. Right? Now, this tree over here is very interesting, and I'll tell you why in a second. Because you see, like the ones that are like almost like burnt, right? It's almost like they got like an oil slick on them. Well, if you come over here and you look at this tree, right? Two things are happening. If you look inside here, you see that everything is shiny here. Everything's shiny here, right? It's almost like it's not regular water. The water will evaporate. This is oil that's on here. And if you look at the actual inside of this tree, right? You see this? It's all it's like shiny oil on everything. The tree itself is blackened with oil. Yeah. As far as I can tell, I mean, I've never seen mold. I've never seen rock covering that's shiny. Literally, it's shiny. Like it's honestly. If you notice this whole area right here now, I was sitting at this bench the other day, and all of a sudden I noticed I felt like little raindrops. But it wasn't raining, but it was really weird. And if you look here on the thing here, you see little spots, right? They're like all over this thing, and they're also very shiny, right? So that if you look, it's all over the table. So for some reason, this tree is like spitting out oil. You see how again, shiny and it's sticky oil. And look at the disease, right? Sticky oil. Now if you come over here, oil, huh? Oil. Now I want to show you something. What sits here is 2 canisters full of what they say is toxic material. I'm not sure. It says hazardous properties, visible stain. Hazardous properties. Waste maintenance. So I'm not sure what this is, but as far as I can tell, it's leaking. It's getting into the or for some reason, maybe the wind, it's evaporating out of here. It was before, and the wind would be blowing it. But all this area has that shiny, oily stuff. Look at the inside of this tree. And look at all these things. They're all on the line of the actual oil. Okay? See, those bugs, and I think they might be feeding. Oh, yeah, you see? And look at the tree. The tree is actually spitting out this oil. Now, is it a tree that actually spits it out normally? I don't think so, because I've never seen a tree spit out oil. Now, if maybe it's absorbing oil through the soil, and then as it brings it up, it just kind of spits it out, and then all this area gets recontaminated with the oil that's coming in somehow from its soil, I guess. I don't know. It's really weird, but I just noticed that shit. This thing is spitting. You see, it's spitting. I don't think it's the bugs. It's actually the tree itself. See? Or maybe it is. Maybe it is a bug. Holy shit! I can't tell, but those little wild droplets, whatever they are, they're causing my skin to itch, man. Ugh. And you feel like now. Wow, man. Yeah. Again. Is it coming out of those things, and those things emanate this oily fucking thing, or is it the tree and these things, these toxic things? Either way, man. Right now, they're both next to a like gas tanks over there that they're selling. So all I gotta do is take a match to this thing, and I'm sure this thing will light up like a fucking So this is a serious fire hazard. I mentioned it to the employee at the gas station. He said he's gonna look. Thanks so much. He's gonna look into it and find out. But those gas tanks, if they don't disappear in a couple of days, man, all I'm saying is that maybe that's why I put this thing here, kind of as a warning. I don't know. I mean, that's probably why. I mean, because if you look at it, it's You know, it's it's interesting to say the least, piece of artwork, but it is also like seems like a very stressed out piece of artwork, right? Right? Which is why it's called Homeless and Hungry. So again. I mean, I'm not sure. I got to research and see if those little bugs that everybody hates. But then they for some reason they should be they'll be spitting out little like streams of fucking of like maybe they're absorbing the oil and then they're spitting it out too. I don't know. Or maybe that's something that they do. But I've never seen anything like that before. That whole area is like, and if you sit in the table over there for a little bit underneath that thing, underneath those limbs. You literally have little specks. My scooter had little specks on them. Little specks of what they would look like oil. It can't be water. It dries shiny. I mean, it's some kind of oil. So. And I'm assuming I was breathing that in too when I was sitting over there. And maybe, in this whole area, everybody's breathing that shit in, whatever's coming out of that tree. Yeah, weird, strange.